In the last series of Lots of Fresh Air, we talked about how to pack for an overnight walk. Well, today, it's all about how to pack for a day walk. And where better to talk about day walks than here, in my favourite place to go bushwalking, the Blue Mountains of New South Wales. With the gorgeous backdrop of the Gross Valley behind me, I'm now going to run through what I take on a day walk. So there's two kinds of things here. There's the basic stuff that you should always take with you. That's more about if you're going to stick to walking tracks where there's signs, really well maintained and well-known tracks. And then there's a few extra items that I'll take if I'm going off track, being a little bit more adventurous, maybe going somewhere I've never been before. To start, you need a day pack, of course. So this one is a 25-litre pack and it's ample for everything that I'm going to carry. In fact, there's going to be a lot of extra space afterwards. And because no pack that you buy is ever really going to be waterproof, I always line my pack with one of these. It's a dry bag. So I'm just going to put it inside the pack and then everything else can just stuff inside, and that is going to keep everything dry just in case it's going to rain, which I don't think is going to be a problem today. I'm always going to take a raincoat with me. Even on a day that doesn't look like it's going to rain, I still carry one. But on a day like today, I might just want to take a really light splash jacket, something like that. I'm going to take my first aid. Because I get hungry on walks, I'm going to be carrying my lunch and snacks. And because you never know when nature's going to call, I always carry a bit of toilet paper with me as well. A map and a compass. Of course, one of the most important things to carry with you when you go walking is a good amount of water. Now, I always carry a minimum of 2 litres with me. In summer, I'm going to be carrying more than that, and some of that might actually be electrolytes. I'm going to have my hat, my mobile phone, which actually having it double as my GPS. I'm experimenting with a little bit of software and it's working pretty well. Now, I actually keep my phone in a waterproof case, and there's a bit of a shockproof value to it as well, because I've already lost a couple of phones on a walk from getting even just a little bit of moisture in them, and these are great. And then for the walks that are going a little bit off track, a little bit more adventurous, perhaps to areas that aren't signposted or places that I've never been before, I'm going to be taking a few extra things. Importantly, I'm carrying a PLB. It's a personal locator beacon. And you can hire these from some places. You can also pick them up from some national parks offices and police stations, especially the ones up here in the Blue Mountains. I'm going to have a head torch just in case, because you never know if you might get back a little bit late, especially if you're being a little adventurous. I'm going to be carrying gaiters, especially for the Aussie bush. I'm carrying my scrub gloves. So these are actually just a pair of gardening gloves. But I carry them when I'm going off track because it really helps protect your hands if there's a lot of thorny bushes, scrub, that kind of thing. I always find it a good idea to have a little notepad and pen or a pencil, because you never know if you're going to need to just leave a note on someone's car, or maybe just make some notes about the things you see during the day. And it's in a Ziploc bag to keep it dry. And whilst I'm in this top pocket, I'm going to show you what I've got here. I do have a traditional GPS. I have a whistle, that's a safety item. And again, if I'm going off track, somewhere where there's a lot of scrub, I like to protect my eyes. If I'm not going to be wearing sunglasses, I'll actually carry some safety goggles with me, just to be sure. I keep my rubber gloves or my latex gloves for first aid in their little film canister, nice and easy and quick to get to in the top of the pack. So this is the one item of first aid that I do keep really handy, so you can access it really fast. The reason being is that a lot of first aid that needs to be acted on quickly is actually things you do with your hands that need gloves. So that's why they're nice and quick to get to. And my sunscreen and a little bit of bug spray, insect repellent in the other one. So in the cooler seasons, I'm definitely going to be carrying some warm layers as well. So a nice warm hat, the sillier the better, I think, and a great warm layer. So something like a down jacket or a heavier merino layer, something like that that's really going to keep you warm. So that's about it. I almost forgot. One of the great things about packs like this is that on the hip belt, there's these little pockets here, so you can keep things you're going to need throughout the day nice and handy. So in here I've got, chapstick and my little camera, and in the other pocket I keep my hanky. I know some people find hankies disgusting, but there's nothing more disgusting than wet, soggy little bits of tissue that get flying around the bush. So I think that's about it. I've got everything I need. Now I'm off to enjoy my blueies.